Hi guys, how is everyone doing? I hope happy and healthy and safe and well. So if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Christina and I live in Mexico. I cross the border often to go to work, and when I do, I spend a lot of time in my car because I am in line waiting to cross, and I drive to the border and to work. So in that time, I record videos for you guys and for myself, and I talk about everyday stuff. I talk about my own life. I'm a mom of 4, so some of it does have to do with motherhood. And yeah, so welcome. For those of you who already know me and are returning, hi guys. So I decided to go ahead and do shout outs. Now, my last video I did like a whole bunch, and I'm so sorry I left out so many of you, and it was not intentional, you guys. I was just kind of whatever was on the top of my head is what I decided to shout out. So I decided from now on, I'm gonna start shouting out 3 channels in every video. Okay, I do have some stuff that was recorded previously that I'm still gonna be putting out, so those will not have shout outs in them because I recorded them previously. But from now on recording, I will be doing shout outs. So for this video, I would like to shout out Erwina and the boys. She has a cooking channel, and she also does some really cute kids clothes hauls. So definitely go check out her channel. I will link everything in the description, you guys. Also, I'm shouting out Addie Dwyer. She has a lifestyle mom channel, and she's like really great with organization, with like planning meals, grocery shopping, staying on a budget, stuff like that. She has amazing ideas for moms on a budget, or just moms in general. So go check out her channel for sure. And last but not least, I love lunches. I love lunches. And her channel is also amazing. She gives you all kinds of tips and tricks and new stuff for your kiddos to eat. And she is also amazing and super sweet, super nice. So definitely go check out her channel. I love her so much. She has supported me since the beginning, and yeah, definitely go check out all of those channels. So Miss I Love Lunches, she also asked me to talk about the border, crossing the border. And I do want to say in the beginning, this has nothing to do with the Canadian border. I've never crossed the Canadian border. I have no idea how it works, or if it's different, or I have no idea. I've never crossed the Canadian border, okay? I've only crossed Mexican borders. I've crossed a lot of Mexican borders. I've crossed the Tijuana border, like San Diego, San Isidro, Otay. I've crossed the Mexicali border. I've crossed Nogales border. I've crossed the Douglas border, which is Agua Prieta. I've crossed San Luis. I think that's pretty much it. I've been to the Texas border, the big one that's like on the bridge, but I didn't actually cross it. It was actually on accident. I was in Juarez and I accidentally went to the border. So I was able to turn around and get out of there, but that's the only time I've like been around it. But I've seen it from both sides, so, you know. So, with that being said, there are 4 different lanes, usually. Every border is a little bit different, but normally, you know, there's 4 lanes, okay? Now, I do want to say there are big-ass borders and there are small borders, okay? For example, Otay, very small border. San Isidro, very big border. So that's just going to be my example for that. But, so the 4 lanes are, one, you have general. So the general lane is for everybody. Anybody who can cross to that lane. So if you do not have a passport, I think a lot of people think that you can't cross the border without a passport. You can. I do it every day, okay? I don't have a passport. I do it every day. It can screw up your crossing as far as how easily you cross, but I cross with my driver's license every day. It helps if you have your birth certificate. If you don't, you're still gonna be fine. If you're a U.S. citizen, you guys, they're not gonna keep you out of your own country. Like, it might take a while for them to confirm and prove that, but once they confirm and prove that, they're gonna let you in. Like, they're not just gonna turn you away and be like, sorry, you don't have the right documentation. If you're a U.S. citizen, they're gonna let you in. Like, you just have to be patient. But with that being said, general is for everybody. Okay, so after that, you have the ready lane. The ready lane is for passport cards only. Okay, so you have the passport book with all the little pages. You can't use that one in that lane. People do, but you're not supposed to, okay? There's a card. The card that you use for land travel is for the ready lane. Okay? When you pull up to, like, just before the booth, there's, like, these little cameras. They take your picture. They take your license, your driver's license plate picture. So by the time you get up to the booth where the officer is, they have your registration up from your license plate, and then you show them at the computer, like before the booth where they're taking your picture, you show them your passport card, and there's like a barcode or something, it scans on it, and it will pull up who you are, all your information. So that is kind of why it's called the ready lane, because it's already ready, your information already pulls up, like it's good. General lane, they have to actually search for your name, because they do check if you have warrants, and they do check if you're allowed to go into the country, okay? So that is what that is for. They also have this awesome lane called Sentry. Okay, this lane is very hard to get into. You have to have a special pass. To apply for the special pass, it's $20. You apply online. Once you are approved, you get an interview. You're just approved for the interview. So you go in for the interview. The interviews are normally at border stations. And you get the interview, and then they do an inspection of your car. Now, once you pass all that, you're good, you're golden. I believe it's between $300 and $400 a year. I'm not 100% sure on that because I was denied. But if you're approved, it's around $300-400, and you get a special pass for your car, and then you get your special Sentry that they send you in the mail. So once you get that Sentry pass and card, at that point you're allowed to use Sentry. Sentry is really fast. There's either not a line at all, or at the most maybe 20 minutes. So it is very quick. That line is for people who, you know, cross every day, don't have anything on their background, don't have, you know, hard ties to Mexico. For example, I was denied because my husband is deported. So they will not allow me to have a Sentry pass because they're scared I'm going to stick him in the trunk and try and cross him. Because the chances of you going to secondary when you're in Sentry are very low and very slim. Because Sentry is basically saying this is a trusted member of, you know, the crossing border people. And, you know, we don't really have to check you that much. I'm not saying never, because of course, yes, they do have to do random checks anyway. But the majority of Sentry pass holders do not go to secondary. So Sentry is where you want to be. But like I said, if you have a DUI, if you have any type of charge, misdemeanor, or felony especially, you're screwed. You're not getting it in. And if you do something while you have it, they will take it away. So, anyways, I think you also have to renew it. It's either every 2 or 3 years. Like I said, I don't know exactly because I didn't get mine, but I did try, and I was denied. And it can take a while to get. I've heard some people, you know, wait 3 to 6 months. I've heard people wait 8 months to a year. I think it just kind of depends on the traffic and how many people they have. But that is the pass you want to have if you're going to be crossing the border often. So, yeah. The fourth lane is a medical lane. Not every border has a medical lane. San Ysidro does have one. Otay does not have one. And that's all I'm going to mention, because those are the lines that I used to cross. I normally cross through Otay because it's smaller and I feel like it goes faster. Most people in TJ will use San Ysidro because it's bigger. So I cross through Otay because I feel like it's faster than San Ysidro. That, and I get hassled a lot more at San Ysidro. There's like hundreds of people on the lines that work there. We'll go over that, and it's a lot to take, you guys, especially because I'm white. Like, I get hassled a lot. talk bad. I understand people are poor and they're trying to, you know, hustle their money. So in no way am I disrespecting that, but it's a lot for me to take, and I get really nervous and I get anxiety and I don't like it. So I don't normally cross to that border. Medical, I've been told you can use for emergencies. I've never had to use it, thank goodness. But for example, my brother-in-law came down a while back and got his teeth done. A lot of people do that. They'll come to TJ to get their teeth done. It's a lot cheaper. So the dentist gave him a medical pass, so he was able to use the medical lane. You know, I was here for medical reasons. I'm just trying to go home, whatever. So that is that, and you cut the entire line when that happens. So that's also a good thing to have. But that's kind of like a once in a while type thing. Like I said, it's only used for medical purposes. So, yeah. And then I want to talk about people who work the line, the things that you can get while you're online. So I know, like, you guys probably don't care, but you can usually get cigarettes on the line. They'll sell them like singles or sometimes packs. They're not supposed to. It is illegal, but people do it. And then they sell food, drinks, they sell souvenirs, they sell like statues of like Jesus, Virgin Mary, the Santa Muerte, angels. They do a lot of like sports memorabilia, like they have a lot of LA Dodgers stuff, Raiders, 49ers, a lot of that kind of stuff that they have on there. But they just sell a lot of stuff. They have like games and stuff for kids, and jackets and blankets and hats, and they'll sell stuff for your cell phone, you know, chargers, cases. Right now with the masks, they do sell a lot of the masks. That's where I got my mask from, my Louis Vuitton mask. Yeah, so that's really good. The only thing I will say is, being white, I do get hassled a lot for people, like, they want me to buy their stuff, which, like I said, I understand and I appreciate their hustle. So, like, in no way am I talking shit, but because I cross every day, like, a lot of times I have bought stuff on there. Like, I got my husband a big ass LA Dodgers blanket. I got that for him on the line. I've gotten like food and drinks and stuff on the line. I got the mask on the line. Usually I buy like food and candy and stuff like that when I'm online. I don't normally buy like objects because, like I said, because I'm white, they'll try and take advantage of me. So they'll charge me like twice as much as it actually costs. And unfortunately, like, there's no way for me to, at the time I got that blanket, okay, so they wanted me to pay $60, okay? I only had a 20 on me. That's all I had. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, like, I don't have enough money. And so he was like, okay, 40. And I was like, sir, look at my, like, I showed him my wallet. I was like, all I have is this $20 bill. And so, like, he walked away, and then he came back, and he was like, okay, I'll give it to you for 20. And I was like, fuck yeah. Big ass blanket, you guys. It was a good deal, trust me. So I got the blanket for 20 bucks, and I was like, fuck yeah. But I mean, I'm sure he was stoked too. So, you know, stuff like that, like, they know damn well how much they can get for it, you know, when they're talking to somebody who's going to States, because people who go to States make more money than people who, you know, are stuck in Mexico. So that's their thought process and their way of thinking, and, you know, yeah, it is what it is. You will also see, I know you guys have seen in my videos, there are children that walk around and ask for money. It's really sad. I hate it. I do try and give them a few pesos here and there. I have a lot of change in my car, so there's a lot of them though, so, you know, you gotta save some for everybody. You know, sometimes I can't, but I try to give what I can. You know, I'm blessed to be, you know, comfortable. I'm not broke. I'm sure as hell not rich though. So, you know, I do have to be careful about what I give away, but same thing with my husband. He's so giving, you guys. Like, he'll see like a starving child or like mom with kids or something, and he'll give her like 100, 200 pesos, or he'll buy them all food, or, you know, he's so nice, you know. And it's sad. It is. It's really sad when you see kids like that are on the streets, and, you know, you can tell they don't have clothes that fit them. They're dirty. You know, you feel bad. It's awful. So, you know, we do try and help them as much as we can. moms walking with the strollers, you know, trying to collect what they can. A lot of them will walk around with trash bags, and they'll go up to each car and see if you guys have any trash in your car that you want to get rid of, and then you'll like tip them a few pesos. There's men that will walk the line and offer to clean your car with like a towel. Sometimes they have spray bottles, sometimes they'll do your windshield. You know, it just kind of depends. And then they also have guys that will ride on bikes, and it's $20 to cut the line. They will help you cut the line, but you have to pay 20 bucks. So it's basically from General into Ready Lane, because there's an opening where the lines meet that you can get into the Ready Lane, and you're cutting off the entire Ready Lane. Like, there's literally so much, like you're passing the entire line. So people do that a lot. They'll use General to like go through everything, and then, you know, they'll cut in, which isn't fair. To be honest, a lot of people do cut the line. It's unfortunate. I've only done it one time because I needed to get my kids to school, and we were like super freaking late, and the line was not moving at all. The line is very chaotic. It changes, you guys, every day. Sundays and Mondays are the worst days to cross. Today's Monday. I just crossed. It took me a little over 2 hours, which is not that bad. It was moving pretty good, but you know, Sundays, it's taken me over 9 hours to cross, 10 hours, you know, 7 hours. It happens a lot, and it's because, you know, it's busy. A lot of people will come on the weekends to see their family. So like Friday, everybody will come. You'll notice Fridays, like around 3 or 4, the line to get into Mexico is freaking huge, okay? Huge. It's huge, 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 huge. Because a lot of people come to Mexico to visit their families. So they'll come back, or they'll return Sunday or sometimes Mondays. And, you know, so that makes the line a lot longer. I feel like mornings are busier because a lot of people do live in TJ and then work in California. So, you know, they'll leave first thing in the morning, especially like really early. Sunday, early mornings, like 5, 6 a.m., you should be good. But I say around like 8, 9, it's definitely gonna start getting busy. And then for like Mondays, I feel like Mondays are just busy all day. I think the best days to cross are like Saturdays. Saturdays are probably the quickest. Tuesdays are kind of still pretty busy. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those are the shortest days, in my opinion. Every once in a while though, like I said, you just never know. Especially if they get a big bust. If they get a big bust up there, everything stops. Everything. Or the other thing I've had happen to me is there was a guy who tried to make a run for it. So like he was actually behind me. And so there's a stop sign before you get to the booth where you talk to the officer. And he didn't stop at the stop sign. He was right on my ass. So as soon as I moved out of the way to cross, he just kept going. He didn't stop at the booth. And so they all started running after him. And then there's a button that they push, and it makes these things come up out of the ground in order to like block off the exit. It's concrete, dude. You're not getting out of there. Like, I don't know why people even bother. You're not gonna make it, dude. You're not gonna make it. There's concrete all over the fucking place. Like, it's not like you just pass the booth and bam, you're free. Like, no. There's like a whole bunch of other stuff you have to get through. You know what I mean? So you're on crack if you think you're getting through that shit. Like, maybe on foot, but in a car, hell no. Hell no, you ain't gonna make it. You're not. So when you get up to the booth, they will ask you what was your purpose in Tijuana. They will ask you where you're going. Sometimes they ask you where you're from. They'll ask you if you're bringing anything. You are not allowed to bring fruits, vegetables, or meat from Mexico because their products are held at a different standard than our products. So you're not allowed to bring any of that in. You're only allowed to bring in a certain amount of alcohol and a certain amount of cigarettes. I think it's either 1 or 2 cartons of cigarettes, I'm not sure. And on the alcohol, I have no idea. I have no idea what the limit is. Those things are a lot cheaper in Mexico than they are here in States. There's no tax. So that's why they keep track of that. But so there's a random secondary light that you can possibly get, which means you were just picked randomly to get searched. In that case, you will be sent to secondary. Secondary is a place where you have to pull over, and the officers will then search your car thoroughly. You do have to run it through an x-ray. So you will drive through an x-ray. The x-ray is a small, it does not have like the harsh radiation. I used to think that, and when I first started crossing, I was pregnant the whole time, and I was like really scared, and they would actually let me get out, and one of the officers would drive my car through the x-ray because I was pregnant and I didn't want to risk, you know, putting my baby in radiation, you know. So they used to let me do that when I was pregnant, but when I'm not pregnant, they say it doesn't hurt, you know, people. So you're allowed to drive your car. You have to drive your car through the x-ray, and then once you get through the x-ray, you have to park, and then either sometimes they make you stay in your car and they'll just do a quick search. Sometimes they make you get out of your car and they'll do a quick search. Sometimes they detain you and do a full search. Okay, when I say detain, I mean handcuffs in the building. I don't want to say strip search. They don't make you get naked, but they will feel all up in your goodies, okay? They will jiggle your bra. They'll put their hands underneath your boobs. They will make you squat and cough. They will make sure you're not hiding anything. So for sure, be prepared, because they're allowed to do that. They're allowed to do whatever they want, basically. So especially if they think you're hiding something. If you're acting nervous or you're not answering their questions how you should be, your story isn't lining up, if you just seem suspicious, like, they are allowed to do whatever they want. They will also run dogs around your car, and if a dog alerts, like, you're fucked. I know a lot of people, especially because weed is legal in California, they'll smoke weed in their car, or they'll have weed in their car and it'll smell, so it'll alert the dog. And I mean, you're not allowed to carry it into California from Mexico. It's still illegal. You have to just get it in California and keep it in California. You can't cross the border with it, especially because in Mexico, marijuana is like super illegal. So it doesn't matter. You're not allowed to have it. But I know sometimes the dogs get thrown off because the smell of it is in your car. So yeah. But I think that's it for now. If I missed anything, I think I might do this in a part 2 because it's really long. I don't even know that it is that much information. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope I answered all your questions. If not, then please feel free to leave a comment and ask me more. Or if you want to know more information on a certain subject, definitely let me know. My $50 giveaway is still active until I hit 800 subscribers, so go check out that video. Just a quick 4-minute video explaining how to enter into the giveaway, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Like, share, subscribe. Bye.